Good morning, and thank you for joining me on another episode where I take a book and from that book I find a bar. Now, a bar is a short, valuable nugget of information for us to feed our minds. This is
Breakfast Bars! Breakfast Bars!
Breakfast Bars! This is Breakfast Bars!
We are back again to feed our mind one bar at a time. Hope you're having a great morning, great week. I don't know where you're at, but the weather's been nice here in Wisconsin for a long time now, and I'm liking it because I know the cold's coming, so I'll take it when I can, try to get outside. Today's book is The Rod Effect by Rod Smith. No other than the two-time Super Bowl champion with my team, the Denver Broncos. And just bear with me as I give you the backstory on this book here, because it was one of the highlights of my summer, last summer. So my dad, brother, and I went to Canton, Ohio for the Hall of Fame induction. I'm a Broncos fan. The late owner of the Broncos, Pat Bowlen, got inducted. Champ Bailey got inducted. And so there's just a lot of people, former football players in Canton, Ohio for the celebration and activities. We had signed up for an autograph signing with Rod Smith. And I saw he had a book. And so you can buy the signed copy online, but I knew I was going to go see him in person. So I just bought the book, and it wasn't until about a week before, so I was kind of concerned because we had to travel to Ohio for the festivities and for the Hall of Fame induction. And so I was concerned if I was going to get the book in time or not. And since I knew I wanted to get it signed by him in person. So I hit up his team and said, hey, I just bought the book. Is there any way you can expedite the shipping? And they said, don't even worry about it. We'll just bring the book to the signing, and you can pick it up there and have them sign it. I was like, man, that is great. Sounds amazing. Appreciate it. I'll see you then. Sure enough, the day comes where we are going to get Rod's autograph, and we show up. I'm like, hey, I'm Cooper. We spoke about the book you were bringing, and he was like, you know what? I totally forgot it at the hotel. It's like, all right, no sweat. It's all good. He said, but I apologize. I'll make sure to get it to you for sure, and we'll make it happen. And so, still got some other autographs. Still were able to talk to him for a little bit. Great guy, nice guy. I mean, just going out of his way in general first to, make sure not even ship it, but to bring the book, and then after forgetting it to make sure I still went ahead and got it. And so that was on like a Thursday. I think we were leaving on Sunday. And so we're talking. I'm texting with him the next couple days trying to figure out a time to meet. Obviously there's a lot going on, different events, places to be. And comes down to Saturday night after the Hall of Fame enshrinement ceremony. I was like, hey man, it was great to meet you. We're actually leaving first thing in the morning, so I don't think a time's going to work for us to meet up for you to deliver the book, but it was great to meet you, and thank you for the other autographs and all that. And he was like, no, I want to make sure you get the book. And so I actually had fallen asleep on Saturday night, but sure enough, before that I let him know where we were staying at our hotel, and I think it was like 1:30 in the morning. He came to the hotel, dropped it off at the front desk, and wrote a great little note in the front, signed it. So, maybe it was a good thing he forgot the book, and because now I have a great story, and he really showed his character in doing that. So, Rod, if you see this, I appreciate you. Go Broncos, and let's break down a bar from one of many you got in this book. Woo! All right, here we go. Today's bar. When you talk about yourself and your accomplishments, it's called bragging. When others are talking about you and your accomplishments, it's called branding. Another little thing that's popped in my mind is be more interested when you're talking with people than interesting. Don't just talk about yourself and tell them how great you are. Whatever, no one wants to hear that. Now, if someone asks, don't be shy about it. Tell them, the things you've done and all that. But if you can get others to talk about you and what you've done, that's called branding. That's what I'm doing right now for Rod Smith, is branding. Because he provided value to me, and I want to provide value to others, and so through that, he's made it accessible and done things so that I can talk about him and his accomplishments. Whether that was the Super Bowls, him going out of his way to deliver the book in general. Now I'm branding for him because I am someone else, not him, that is talking about him. So that's a perfect example. And another bar he says is be creators of the news, not reporters. You want to create stuff. You don't just want to talk about other people. Now it's important to, facilitate. I think it's really one of my goals and purpose is to help facilitate things, but I also want to create things. I also want to leave a legacy for people to talk about me and things I have done that will hopefully provide value and can be something that continues and helps other people in facilitating whatever it is, whatever information they need, whatever they're looking for, whatever can help them. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm gonna read the bars one more time, but man, this is the definition of a bar right here. Packs a punch, succinct, and so good. I'm gonna give you two of them. When you talk about yourself and your accomplishments, it's called bragging. When others are talking about you and your accomplishments, it's called branding. Be creators of the news, not reporters. Stay blessed. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode. Just a reminder, you can find Breakfast Bars on iTunes, YouTube, and Instagram by searching Breakfast Bars. On Instagram, it's at breakfast.bars. Would mean a lot to me if you left me a review, subscribed, follow, and of course, if you find value in Breakfast Bars, if you like hearing them daily, go ahead and please share it with a friend, someone you know that wants to receive some daily bars.